Good afternoon, Highway Exterminator Girl here. We're somewhere in Southern California in the truck, so we're gonna go in and get a truck wash. But I'm getting dinner ready. Tonight we're gonna have like a sloppy joe with shredded chicken, and you may have watched me freeze dry this. This is all gonna be out of freeze dried stuff. So we have some cooked shredded chicken, some vegetables with jalapenos. So it's just a mixed vegetable blend with black beans, corn, jalapeno, and peppers. Some cilantro, garlic, onions, and then we're gonna rehydrate everything with some sugar-free HG Hughes sweet and spicy barbecue sauce, and then just regular old water. So let's get started. So I got the chicken open here, and you just want to make sure you pull out the oxygen absorber. It smells really good. Whole thing in the crock pot there. And then get the veggies. Put a decent amount of veggies in there. Really like them. And then for the freeze-dried stuff, we just keep them in these mason jars, and we don't bother vacuum sealing them or anything. They as we go up and down elevations, they'll pop and seal and themselves sometimes, or unpop, depending on whether we're going up or down elevation. So like some of these, the garlic is sealed, the cilantro is not, because I got into it just recently. The onions aren't either. But they seem to last a decent amount of time. With the garlic, I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. And when they freeze dried, kind of turned into clumps, so break those up a bit. Nobody wants to get a clump of garlic on their sandwich. At least I don't. My husband might. Now, the cilantro, as you can see, I go ahead and freeze dry the entire batch, so stems and all, and which is fine, because when we put it in, just kind of grind it up and it becomes like a cilantro powder, so those stems don't really affect anything. And just add flavor. Real fine powder there. You can see it's still very dry. They last quite a while in the mason jars. We don't have any problems with them reabsorbing moisture. The only time we have to really worry about it or pay attention is if we go somewhere with high humidity like Georgia. Then we a little more careful. Quite a bit of onions in there. We like onions. Yeah. Alright, so now we got everything in here for our shredded chicken sandwiches. And I just stir it up a bit. It's very dry. And we're going to add some water. I don't want to add too much because I don't want to make a soup. I want to make it like a nice chewy chicken sandwich. So I only put about half a bottle of water in there, and it's pretty moist, but I really want it to absorb the barbecue sauce. So, and I don't want it to be too runny like a soup or anything. We got it in the crock pot just to warm up. It's still pretty dry. It's clumping up pretty good. So I may add a little bit more water. There's quite a few vegetables in there. And you can, when you freeze dry your meats and stuff, you can weigh them before and after, so you know exactly how much water to put back in. I don't, because I never know exactly what I'm gonna use my freeze-dried stuff for. Like, this is a concoction for sandwiches, like a Sloppy Joe's, but I don't know exactly how much of the veggies I was going to use for this, or that I was going to use them for it, so I don't tend to do that. And it's starting to look real good. Get all the way down to the bottom, so there's still some dry stuff down there. And you can use like barbecue sauces and other stuff, marinades and stuff, to rehydrate your freeze-dried foods. So, this is smelling amazing, and I could, as soon as it's, or like it is now, I could just dig in and eat it, but it's not warm, it's not fully rehydrated. So I think I'm end up using this whole bottle here of barbecue sauce. Don't think anyone has a problem with that. It's delicious. If you haven't tried this HG Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce and it's something that interests you, it's absolutely delicious. And you'd never guess that it was sugar-free either. It's looking mixed real good. It's gonna be delicious. Yep, I think that's about all the barbecue sauce that we got. So have a bottle of water and a whole jar of barbecue sauce that I used to rehydrate this, and we'll let it just warm up and cook down. And some of these vegetables are not rehydrated. I can feel that they're hard still. Some of them are. I think this bean here is pretty soft. Poking at it. Yeah. Some things take a little longer, but that's why we're putting it in now. Let it sit and warm up. So there you go. There's our freeze-dried, one of our freeze-dried meals. So we're gonna go ahead and just stick this on warm for a while, and we'll let it sit for a couple hours and show you what comes out for dinner in a little bit. And this is actually looking really good. So we decided to do it on tortilla shells, and everything's fully rehydrated. So I'm gonna make one up for my cameraman here. You're gonna try it. You just want sour cream on it?
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Sure. I can always have two.
There you go. And the verdict?
Hot. Absolutely horrible. Nobody should eat any of this. Give it all to me. I will eat it. No, it's fantastic. God, that is so good. Even with the burnt taste buds, it's good.
Well, there you have it. A chicken sloppy joe mix, all from freeze-dried food that I think if you've watched my previous videos, you guys have probably enjoyed watching us freeze-dry. So healthy eating on the semi. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.